Hey there, Aquarius. How's it going? We're going to get started on your love reading for the month of December, Aquarius. Let's begin by pulling your significant other's vibes in relation to you, this connection, this relationship, and whatever's happening between the both of you right now. Let's see, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. All right, let's see. Aquarius, what's up with your significant other? Let's see. We have messages, feathers. All right, so communication is of significance. Messages makes me think about like texts or just hearing from somebody. So for some of you, maybe this is somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. For others of you, maybe this is just talking about something that your significant other is expressing a certain important message, guys. Feathers could be of significance. Birds, the number 7, which is the month of July. Okay, tell me more about these messages. Messages incoming. All right, let's see. We have there are enough hours in the day. So you see this clock, it does make me think about incoming messages. Set a goal to make the next 24 hours as productive as possible. Interesting. Let's read this again. There are enough hours in the day. So that when I read this, it makes me think of something is possible, like there is enough time. Yeah, there is enough time. And just as I'm saying that, I looked at this, it says bullseye. So I feel like that spirit encouraging me, like, yeah, that's it. All right. So there's still a lot that can be done. I feel like your significant other is maybe realizing that, coming to that awareness, right? That, you know what? I can still do this. There's still enough time to do this. You see that clock? So time is of significance here. Set a goal to make the next 24 hours as productive as possible. Then get organized and execute. All right. So I feel like your significant other is, this is somebody that's getting ready to send you a message, guys, communicate with you. Yeah. And it's not like a random message, something that just, happens randomly. It's unpredictable throughout the day. Like, oh, let me send, I don't know, Aquarius a message. No, this is something that is thought through, right? Like they're thinking and is going to take them, I'm hearing, a day or two to execute. All right. So this might be short communication. Doesn't have to be a long, heartfelt letter, but do know that they're putting thought into it. You can handle anything when properly prepared. So you see, they're preparing for this. The actions required to achieve your goals will be fueled by your plan for the day. The actions required to achieve your goal will be fueled by your plan of the day. So again, planning is of major significance. All right. So your significant other is planning to execute a certain action. All right. And I feel like it's certainly connected to a certain message it is that they will be delivering to you guys. All right. So let's continue. What about you? Aquarius? What's up with you? What are your vibes right now? What's happening? What's going on? All right, we have evil eye protection. All right, so I feel like you are really protecting yourself. Why is that? Maybe you're feeling some bad vibes. Okay, maybe this has nothing to do with the relationship, the connection, guys, but you're feeling like some bad juju, right? Some evil eye. Something I've noticed, this is just some advice. Let me just share this with you before continuing with the reading. Evil eye is something that you can quickly remove, guys, simply by seeing it, like looking at it, like just seeing it. And you could get rid of evil eye through meditations, okay? Because it really weakens the evil eye. It weakens, and you can completely remove it when you become aware of it, like what's causing it or the energy behind it. And that is something that you can become aware of through meditations, through the impressions that you get and through the visuals that you get through a meditation. So some of you, try doing some meditations this time around, maybe having a notebook next to you, something to write with. If you need help remembering what it is that you encounter during a meditation. And then afterwards, just sit there and reflect on all those symbols, those messages it is that you receive. I'm hearing, and there will be a message there for you that will bring you awareness. Okay. So protection. Now, I also feel like this evil eye is like I feel like you don't really completely trust this other person. And you feel like there is a need to protect yourself from them. Now, for others of you, you might feel like this person has been spying on you or watching you or maybe thinking about you. Because when somebody's really thinking about you heavily, guys, you can get a lot of intrusive thoughts, and it's them like psyching you out. And I'm saying that because here we have a laptop, right? An evil eye makes me just think about somebody's heavy gaze on you. All right, so you're feeling that. All right, tell me more. That could certainly be making you a little bit uneasy or nervous, just a little bit, right? Certainly. Let me get this other deck right here. Tell me more about Aquarius's energy vibes right now in this December in relation to their love life, this connection, this relationship. All right, we have my words have power. All right, your word. So what is that saying? Again, letters, messages. I feel like what you've expressed yourself, and notice that this is a book, right? So I feel like you have communicated and expressed yourself a lot, even if maybe you haven't said a whole lot. Whatever the little it is that you have said has some weight. My words have power. That also says that whatever you say is important, has an effect. So the words, the words I'm hearing, your choice of words, what it is that you've communicated and expressed has some weight, which means what? It has had an effect, guys. Be intentional with everything you say. All right. So I feel like you're also like right now, because of this protection, right? Maybe you've created some boundaries, and everything that you say is intentional. Meaning it's not like you're just going off, blabbing or talking, right? It's like, it makes me feel like whatever it is that you're saying, it might be short, but it may be to the point. Use your words consciously and purposely to evolve. So you're also being very careful about what it is that you say and that you don't say. So you're being selective in the words that you use and how it is that you're communicating yourself. Okay. Use your words consciously and purposely to elevate, encourage, or inspire yourself and others. Okay, I like this. Honor the power of your words and the actions and manifestations they become. So you also know that because your words have power, this could be a power for good or for bad. All right, so this is just bringing attention to the communication, right? And the fact that what it is that you say and choose to express and how you choose to express it has some sort of effect, whether negative or positive. And it's something that is really being highlighted here with you. Okay, so that's where you're coming from. Maybe some of you really like to read. I'm seeing like this really cool clock on somebody's wall. Like, who has a clock these days, right? So for some of you, like on the wall, like I haven't seen one of these old school clocks on the wall in a while. But that there could be of significance for some of you. Now let's get into the tarot, guys. The month of January could be of significance for some of you. All right, let's see. Okay, let's put that back in. Hold on. I wasn't ready for it. Let's see. Tell me about them. Let's call them them. Tell me about maybe there's a Sagittarius, Aquarius's significant other. Tell me more about them, their vibes, their position this December, what's happening, what's going on. There. We have the Emperor. Okay, so for many of you, obviously, this is, I don't know why I said obviously, masculine energy. It could be an Aries of significance, especially so with this Judgment card here. All right, so your significant other, again, the Emperor. Emperor is about action, all right? Purposeful action. And then we have the Judgment, which talks about major decisions. All right, so your significant other is... Your significant other has had time, we could say, to reflect on the past or reflect on things that have already occurred. And they find themselves in a place in time this December where they are able to choose how they want the future to continue moving forward. So that's very important, guys. The Judgment is also about some sort of awakening, a certain epiphany it is that you have. So all of that is happening with your significant other. Deer or moose could be of significance for some of you. That's where your significant other is at. And again, this Emperor is like a plan. When I think about the Emperor, I think about war. I think about not necessarily war. Yes, war, but not necessarily here. But when you think about war, what do you think about? I think about strategy. I think about some sort of plan, right? So that they want to execute. So there's a plan that your significant other has, because the Emperor just doesn't act impulsively. They don't. They maybe if they're reversed, yes, but when it's upright, it doesn't. It has a plan. So there's a plan here that your significant other plans to execute, guys. And I feel like it's something that is very much controlled, the Emperor, and that they've had time to think about with this Judgment card. Okay, so now let's take a look at you. Ooh. Now, the Judgment does talk about forgiveness overall, you know, so this is about maybe welcoming new energy as well. Whatever it is that they're doing, it's for the purpose of that. Now, let's take a look at you. Let's take a look at you, Aquarius. All right. You have the Page of Pentacles, and we have a pentacle there. And every time I think about a pentacle, I think about protection. I also think about Archangel Uriel. Page of Pentacles. All right, guys, this is you. All right, so I feel like you have this is a new approach, but one that I feel like you've implemented already. I feel like you're trying to stay as grounded and as consistent as possible. All right, that's good. I feel like that has everything to do with like what we were talking about a little while ago about your communication. Your words have power. So I feel like you're being a lot more careful, right? Because the Page of Pentacles is incredibly careful about everything it is that they do, and they think everything over, and they're not impulsive. They think every action that they take, it crosses their mind first, and then they process it, and then they do. And they're very slow moving. So I don't see you necessarily being in a rush again or acting impulsively. I feel like you are maintaining as much control as you can over, I'm hearing yourself or yourself at the present moment. And okay, let's continue. There's some really nice boots here for some of you. Whoa, look at those boots. I like them. What do you call those hats? Or is it like the painter hats, the French hats? There's a really nice, cool hat, especially right now during this season. I see a lot of people wearing really, you know, cute, warm hats. All right, let's see. We have the Knight of Swords. Look at this knight. Oh, and look, the boots are there again. Black boots, red boots. Look at this Knight of Swords. They're like, it looks a little sneaky, but more so it looks a little defensive, like I'm gonna get you. Yeah, Knight of Swords. So this is your energy, guys. All right. So you are not taking any chances. You don't want to take any chances. You're being a lot more careful. There is this suspiciousness, right? There's this suspicion on your side, again, with the evil eye, like what, you know, yeah, what's going on here? Who's watching me kind of thing. And this Knight of Swords has the same vibe. It looks like they're maybe tippy-toeing, but not necessarily. Like I'm seeing somebody that is going through like an alley or something, and they're just, I mean, you don't know what's going to pop out. So I think this is you being just watchful. There is this maybe anticipation or slight defensiveness here, because maybe you think you're going to encounter something that you've encountered before already, right? And I feel like that's you just being prepared, you know, being watchful about, what's happening and what's going on. But at the same time, I'm hearing being careful and not striking automatically, if that makes any sense. All right, so that's you. Let's leave it at that. All right. So that's what's happening. That's what's going on, guys. Let's continue. What is something... I feel like I need to pull advice for you guys. I feel like I need to pull advice. Let's pull advice from here. Okay, tell me more. Just something you want to share. Anything that you want to share with my dear Aquarius about this. Just anything that you want to share with Aquarius. What do you want to share with Aquarius, Holy Spirit? Okay, so that's standing out to me. You see how there's a lot of letters there? There's stamps. It says enlightenment. Interesting. Yeah, you see all these stamps. Again, there's something being melded. Enlightenment, lotus flower. So when I think about the lotus flower, yeah, I think about enlightenment, right? And I'm seeing the lotus open up right now. And here it says love. So guys, I feel like this is just about growth. Something that's coming through here is growth. Through awareness and enlightenment. What does that mean? It means expanding your perspective, guys. It means expanding your mind, and that allows you to see things from this other maybe point of view. It allows you to understand and see things maybe that you didn't before, that you didn't see before, that you didn't get before. This enlightenment also, it like makes me think about like I'm seeing a dark room and then all of a sudden the light turns on. And, initially at first, like think about when you're sleeping and then somebody just turns on the light and you've been sleeping for a while. It takes your eyes a little bit to adjust, right? So I feel like this is this adjustment. There's this adjustment here that is happening, and perhaps this experience, this December, whatever it has happened is going on, is enlightening the both of you in some way, guys. And I feel like that enlightenment is really, truly being made possible through the communication that the both of you are having, okay? All right, now let's take a look at a challenge, an obstacle, or maybe just something that you don't see coming. It doesn't necessarily have to be good or bad. It's just something you don't see coming. Ooh, guys, it's 111. It's 111, guys. Something you don't see coming. Something you don't see coming, Aquarius. It could be a surprise. Something you should know, just foresight. Let's see. Whoop, whoop. Here we go. Control. All right. Where did we see this control? I'm thinking about Libra. Libra could be of significance. I just got done doing Libra and this was a thing for them. Let's read what this says. Assert yourself and take charge of your destiny. Notice that this is, what was that, guys? Notice that this is something you don't see coming, right? I said something to look out for. Look out for this control, all right? Look out for this. I feel like it's attached to this Knight of Swords. Look at him. That's your energy. You're like, I don't know. I'm going to carry this thing because I'm not really sure, Like I'm prepared, Page of Pentacles, but, I'm hearing it's still very early on. Assert yourself and take charge of your destiny. I don't know, guys. I feel like it's like good, but then it can also be bad. It can be good and bad. Assert yourself. All right. Mostly, I'm hearing it's good. Uncertainty. A true romantic connection is unclear. A deeper understanding is required. Okay, so there's been a lot. There's uncertainty. There's something unclear. what does that mean? For many of you, it just means that there's something that you're not seeing completely clearly. Could be vice versa as well. Could be your significant other. But there's just something here. Again, enlightenment. Remember? A true romantic connection is unclear. A deeper understanding is required, right? And that's where that enlightenment comes in. Now, this control, I'm seeing this as your significant other. Because with this Emperor and this Judgment, you know, I do see this could certainly equate to this control card. The Judgment and the Emperor, these two, this combination could be assert yourself and take charge of your destiny, right? Destiny, the Judgment card, like heeding the call, like I'm going to answer this call, right? I'm being called to do something, destiny, and then the Emperor, control. So do you see how this is directly linked to them? So this is your significant other, guys. They are asserting themselves and taking charge of their destiny, and they're taking charge of the destiny is just taking certain action, right? That is going to impact this relationship and this connection, right? They're doing something. Maybe that could be finally for some of you. All right, this is what I have for you, my dear Aquarius. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.